Yeah, Fade Away. She's not fading away on me. Syleena Johnson from her album Chapter 5, Underrated. And the album, Syleena, comes out on the 27th of September. Is that right?
The album comes out the 27th of September. And I must tell you, I'm doing something really special this time. I'm doing a live virtual performance with www.stageit.com/Syleena Johnson. And you can purchase a ticket for $5, and then afterwards you can go and buy the album. Click right on the link and buy the album. But it's a live, unplugged acoustic performance, and it's going to be through the computer, so everyone will be able to see me live perform. I'm really excited about it. And that's going to happen September 27th on a Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
So I'm so excited about this performance. I have a special guest that is coming in to sing with me, so everybody has to be tuned in for that.
Okay, can we spell out the address again so people can quickly go and get a pen and write down?
No problem.
And let them write down the details as well. So everyone quickly rush and get a pen and paper, write this down, and don't forget, September the 27th is happening on, is it actually on YouTube, the program?
Actually, it's on a program called, it's on a site called Stageit. Stageit.
Oh, Stageit, right. Stageit.com. Yes. Okay, that's easy to remember.
That's right, Syleena Johnson, yes.
Yeah, and once again, let's have the times again, because obviously around the world, if you're listening in Australia, for instance, their time zone is totally different to what we've just said. Right. So let's quickly do it one more time then. The time zone, Eastern Standard, first of all. What time?
The times are 9 p.m. Eastern,
right.
8 p.m. Central.
Right, okay,
so
sounds good.
I'm in Chicago, so that's Central for me.
By the way, I love Chicago. I was at V103. I did my show from V103. And and do you know what, one of my favourite places in Chicago? The architecture there, Syleena, is beautiful, isn't it? You look at all these...
It really is. Downtown is awesome.
It is, yeah. And I went to Rush... Did you go to... Oh, I know you've come from that area. Rush Street and the Triangle. I loved it there.
Mm-hmm. Rush Street, yes. Lots of things to do in downtown Chicago. Absolutely beautiful. I love my city.
Yeah, it's a wonderful city, and I'm going to adopt that city. If I ever leave the UK, I'm going to live in Chicago. I love it there. Okay, now getting back to your album... It's being released, as you say, on the 27th. But, of course, we've been playing it and getting a really good response here on the Brownie show. What about this album in comparison to the others that you've made? Obviously, everything you've done you're going to love. But do you think you've moved on in a different way? Have you changed style in any way? Where do you think your career is going right now? Is it on track to be doing more of this, or do you think you might go back to the more standard R&B?
You know what? With this album, I really didn't do any calculations. I went into the studio prepared to just write the best writing there. Write to the best of my ability and to sing to the best of my ability. And when I say that, I mean I wanted to write what I wanted to write that was untainted by what I thought the industry wanted, and I wanted to sing how I wanted to sing that was in a way that was, untainted by what the industry wanted. So the purpose of Underrated is to kind of show the different aspects of my voice and to show, kind of reach out with my writing, with songs like Thorns and Angry Girl, and not just so kind of keep it to the same old subject matter that R&B usually falls under. I wanted to kind of stretch myself. So Chapter 5 Underrated, I think, is a growth from all of the other albums because it's courageous. And I think Brownie, when you get the entire album and you listen from beginning to end, you'll see there's a lot of little different things going on in the album that's kind of cool that maybe I've not been known for, but still very much, a refreshing new Syleena. But with this album, I'm really just in a place where I'm doing what I want to do. Finally, just doing what I want to do without anyone telling me, oh, well, you need to do this for radio, or you need to do this is the hit. You need to do, I just went in and recorded music and fell in love with music again.
I'm feeling that as well, because I think if an A&R man was listening to your album, they try to drag you in different directions, don't they? They sort of try to pull you, look, we want hits, we want hits. This is about quality rather than hits. And I think you have got hits, by the way, Syleena, in this album. I'm not saying you haven't. I think you have. I mean, the track with Tweets, I mean, Angry Girl, is another track that can be a massive hit in the Billboard chart. I
hope so.
But
I pray, and I hope I speak that, Brownie.
Well,
Let's speak that into existence.
No, it's got a real good feel. I mean, all of it has. You mentioned earlier on while we were talking that you wanted a love song in there, and some of the songs were reflecting things that have happened to you in your life. But what about your husband? I mean, obviously you're very close together. You followed him to Italy when he was playing. Was it basketball? He was playing? It was, wasn't it?
Yes. Basketball.
I mean, that's the love that you pulled away from America with your child to Italy, and it was a case of follow your man. What about him? Does he follow you? Follow your woman?
Well, he's definitely doing that now, and I think that had something to do with why he retired, because it's time for me to dive back into my career again, and it gets really, really busy and really, really hectic. And he knew that if he left again, we would not see each other, because I could not be over there unless I was performing or something like that. And then my son's in school now, so I think it's good that he gets some time off. He's been playing for almost 20 years straight.
Really?
So
right.
He needs a break anyway, and I think he's very supportive.
I think it's very interesting how people adjust as well to the needs of the family. I mean, we'll say 3 years ago, maybe, his needs were greater than yours, or 5 years ago, or 10 years ago. But then you get a situation where the needs change within the family. And circumstances change, don't they? And you have to bend and curve the way you play within your family, the role that you actually play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's interesting.
I was going to say, what about you as a person? You said to me last time we spoke about how you've changed. What role do you think you'll have within your family? I mean, it's a difficult one to answer, but in 10 years' time, where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing?
Brownie, in 10 years' time, I want to be doing other things besides the hustle and bustle of scrambling to put music together, to be critiqued and, the stress of it. In 10 years, I still want to make music, but I want to make it for other people. I want to be a more established writer for others. I want to have my workout DVDs, out in the world, and I want to be an advocate for nutrition more, and I want to, embark into some other things in the entertainment.
Well, that sounds lovely. That really does sound lovely.
So I can have more time with my kids. But music is always going to be my first love. So I will be doing something with music, but I'm not sure how. I
hope, Syleena, that you will become a Valerie Simpson, in the sense of writing music, and creativity. I mean, that's what it's all about.
That would be awesome. That would be ideal. But to still, sing and perform, but just at my own discretion, just not to be forced to have to hustle and bustle with music, but to just really enjoy it and love it.
And you said you went to see Malone last night. Did you feel the urge to get up and do a song?
No.
I thought you might. You sound a bit hoarse this morning. I thought it's either that she's been up singing or had a few drinks last night.
No, just up all night laughing and cracking jokes. Yeah. It was like an open mic, and it was just hilarious. But we were screaming for him, which I hadn't.
Hello.
In the crowd,
yeah. I thought I lost you then.
Hello.
Yeah,
hello?
I've got you. Yeah, I've got you now.
Yes,
yeah.
I said I was screaming in the club with loud music, so that was terrible. I shouldn't have been doing that.
You see, you went back to being 19 again. You were like a little 19-year-old.
It was amazing. But his voice, truly, I mean, and then he did a remake. He did John Legend's Stay.
Oh, yes.
Stay With You.
Yes.
And he dedicated it to me. It was just fantastic. We all wanted to cry. It was amazing.
Well, I can't wait for him to do something separate, and do something, and we can listen to his qualities.
Yeah, he's the best. And then he's a great person. He's a great person, too. So you got to meet him. He's awesome.
Right, I'm looking forward to that.
I think he's going to be someone in the music industry that you will end up, talking to on this level, because he's really great.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. Listen, Syleena, we've run out of time. I want to thank you so much for putting yourself out yet again for the Brownie Show. We're going to play Shoes. Before I play that, though, it's always a great pleasure to have you on the show. And I wish you every success. Chapter 5, Underrated, comes out September the 27th. Make sure you get a copy, because everybody, Syleena, once they've heard this, they're going to be out there buying it. They've got to go out and get it. Whether it's
I hope so.
Whether it's a download or the CD. I mean, they've got to get it.
They've got to get it. And I want to give a shout-out to all of my UK fans, and to my UK team member, Glenn Whitcroft, who helps me run my Underrated team. And I just want to, thank you again, Brownie, for having me on the show, and to just remind everybody to please purchase a ticket for the show. The show is going to be so awesome and organic.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
I'm going to add you as a friend, and so we can put it. Maybe we can put it on your Facebook page.
That'd be wonderful. That'd be wonderful. And by the way, you saved my life here, because Glenn actually sent me an email. Glenn Wick. And I nearly forgot to do it. And he says, when you're interviewing Syleena, he wants to send lots of love from Northern Ireland, and he's listening. Yes. Okay, so Glenn is actually listening right now in Northern Ireland.
We love Glenn, yes. We absolutely adore Glenn. So,
all right, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn. We knew he would get to the bottom of it. If I didn't.
That would have been so embarrassing if I didn't mention him. Thank you for doing that, Syleena. Listen, we're going to put on My Shoes. I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Syleena Johnson.
Thanks, Brownie.
Here she is, the lady herself, My Shoes, from Chapter 5, Underrated. Glenn, she saved me.
So proud to be